Hi everyone, and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa, and in today's reading we will be looking into what new beginnings are happening for you in your life. So there are 3 groups to choose from, left to right, timestamps in the description box for when you know which group or groups are calling to you. Trust your instincts with this process. Just go with whichever one you feel most drawn to, and that one or ones is probably for you. So if you find that you enjoy the reading, please remember to leave it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and leave comments below letting me know how you enjoyed it. I would love to hear from you guys. And also remember to hit that bell notification so that you know when I post. So let's get into each group, why don't we? Group 1 for you, we have this card here, Earthworm. Group 2 for you, we have the Unicorn. And group 3 for you, we have the Oyster. Take your time with choosing. Pause the video if you need more time. Remember that the timestamps are in the description box below for whenever you're ready. Thank you for being here with me. I really appreciate you, and I hope that this reading provides you with what you are looking for. So I leave you with that, and I shall see you in your readings very soon. Hello group 1, and welcome to your reading on what new beginnings are happening for you in your life. So let's go on and get into it, why don't we? For group 1, please, what new beginnings are happening in your life? What new beginnings? Group 1. Okay. So, for you, group 1. You know, I'm honestly a bit surprised for you, group 1. I feel that you're entering into a time of more passion, more exploration, more play, more lightheartedness. I do feel. This Two of Swords, however, makes me feel as if there is still a bit of confusion or hesitation about how this may come to you or how this may happen. I do get a bit of defensive energy about you, group 1. So although there is an opening for these new opportunities to explore your passion, maybe even for some of you, your sexuality, I get there's like a protectiveness, like a not wanting to open your heart. So that's interesting. It's like maybe you recently have experienced some type of hurt in the realm of relationships. It doesn't have to be recent either. I just feel that past occurrences could be plaguing you, or you're dealing with this on your own, like in your own time. I feel that you have a really good cover face or a poker face. Like when you're out and about, I really don't think that people would be able to tell that you are experiencing things underneath your layer or behind the scenes. But yeah, with this Page of Wands, it just seems like there's new opportunities to explore your passion. I keep saying that. It doesn't have to be just sexual passion. I'm also feeling creatively, you could be taking up new hobbies, exploring new communities, or going to events or parties, but at the same time there's this other side of you. I do feel it's like an internal change that could help you to be more open to these external adventures, is what I feel. Because yeah, there is this wanting to keep people at a distance or protect your heart against something or someone. This Page of Wands is always a favorite of mine when I see this one. It's from this deck specifically because I feel like it carries a different energy from the other pages in the other decks, but particularly with this one, it's almost like an excited but also a bit on edge energy. Like, yes, I want to go out, but also, who are you? You know, like this skeptical energy, but still keeping your composure. I really want to get into the oracle cards right now because there's like a double-sided nature to your reading already, but the main new beginning I feel is being able to connect with other people and having more joy and maybe stability as well in your life, grounding new relationships, particularly friendships. I do feel for you, because I'll be honest, I'm not feeling you being 100% open to a romantic relationship right now. Part of me feels with this Two of Swords that something is still unprocessed, or something is still being processed about a relationship, but I feel like you're really trying to push that off, or maybe there's some inner resistance to being in relationship outside of like friendliness or playful, a playful dynamic. I'm not getting like a long-term relationship right now, or you're not looking for that, or you're really trying to protect yourself from anything that may lead to disappointment. But for the most part, it looks like you're moving forward with your passion, with your vision, with your goal, but also with being able to meet with other people. But I want to get into the oracles now because these cards here, they're really interesting. So let's see what came out for you, group 1. We have card number 4, Cancer, Immerse. This is the zodiac sign Cancer, by the way. I'm gonna have to move these cards just for a bit. We have the 7th house with relationship. Card number 55, Palo Santo with guardian. Card number 11, transition with the cauliflower. And card number 12, integrated woman, self-acceptance, integrate lessons, and grounded healing. Love that card. And we also have card number 11 with the Venus in Aquarius, detachment. Jupiter in Taurus with status, and Moon in Pisces with empathy. I hear empathy for the self. Okay, empathy for the self. Yeah, I really get this vibe of seeing through people's motivations, are really trying to stay level-headed and grounded. There is a part of you that I feel is submerged in emotion, or maybe there's this wanting to not really focus on the emotionality happening beneath the surface or behind the scenes, because this Cancer card, it really is making me think of the past, or there could still be some processing of past heartbreak, or really trying to understand how certain things may have happened in your past, or I just get a reflection on past relationships and maybe how you're learning to set the bar higher. I'm only saying that because of this Jupiter in Taurus, and that energy feels very luxurious, having very high standards, not settling, and really valuing one's worth and what they are capable of having in their life. And I feel maybe there's this part of you that's really protective over yourself now because you've moved out of situations or relationships that caused you to question your worth, or maybe even disrespected you in some way or undervalued you in some way. Or maybe there just wasn't a maturity that was had in the relationship, and there was a constant battle or some type of lack of understanding. And I feel that's what you're transitioning out of, group one. This is really highlighting relationships right now. And I know earlier I was saying that I'm not feeling long-term relationship right now. I do feel there's still a goal to have that in your life, or if not a long-term marriage or relationship in that way. I just feel maybe there's this new vision of what relationships could look like in your life, or what you want your relationships to look like, and detaching from an old way of relating to other people, or detaching from a past relationship altogether, realizing that it wasn't really for you. Maybe it just evoked a lot of emotion, but I'm getting that saying love is blind, like it made you see past things that maybe you should have paid more attention to. And now I just feel closed off energy now. Like, I don't want anyone in. I need to just focus on self. Maybe focus on trying to level up your own status. I do feel that could be happening for you. I was saying stability, so maybe things in your work life are going very well for you, or you're just getting aligned with the goals and the plans that you've put in place, and you're really taking action towards leveling up in career. However, your relationship seems to be a key focus right now, or at least learning from your relationships, healing any dynamics or wounds that may be carried from the past, and being open to relating with other people as well. There is this feeling of transformation. I had other words I wanted to say, but that's the one I feel wanted to really pop out. I'm saying that because Pluto in the South Node, and I feel for you, group one, you're coming out of this cycle of difficulty in relationship, and now you're in the recovery phase, in the part of the healing process that asks for introspection and looking at your wounds and not trying to run away from them through, with this Pisces here, that could be through escapism, whether that's through food, people, substances, alcohol. Just being very mindful that when you are going to these outlets, that it is just for fun and you're not doing it trying to run away from emotions. Okay, because this card is pulling me in, I just feel like you're trying to be very cerebral, very logical, and you're really not trying to get involved in any emotion. That's why I kind of feel like you're just wanting to feel things, you're wanting to explore the senses without getting too emotional. Like, you just want to feel good is what I feel for you, group one. And I am seeing there is opportunity for that, but the message here is to not allow that to become a band-aid for the pain that is underlying, because what's really here, the main message, is underlying all the other cards. And I feel that is a huge message to make sure that you are not closing yourself off to love. You see all these cards keep coming. Yes, okay. Be open to receiving any opportunity that comes towards you. Yes, take your time and face what has been difficult to face. even reach out for support. I'm seeing this dog here, someone who's loyal, maybe a close friend of yours, maybe even a counselor who you feel very comfortable with, and maybe it is just your pet, and just talking to them or spending more time with them as you navigate this time, because I do feel there is some transition from a painful cycle, or there's still some rumination on a past relationship, and maybe not a romantic relationship. It could be some family issues that you're having to face or sort through right now, or maybe you're confronting a lot of childhood pain or wounding that you experienced that may have been brought to the surface because of a romantic relationship or some kind of other relationship. And maybe looking at your relationship with your parents as well. I just feel like it's a lot of analyzation or analysis of the past until now and how you want to move forward. And that may be causing you to be a bit closed off to new people or outside influences, because you are seeking comfort, I do feel, and your mode of seeking that comfort could be healthy or unhealthy depending on how aware you are of your emotional undercurrents right now, group one. And I want to say with this integrated woman card, it's so beautiful, and it really represents being able to understand the ebbs and flow of the healing journey, and not criticizing yourself for breaking down about something that happened in the past, or feeling like, oh my god, I should have been over that by now. Like, why is this coming up? Why is it still affecting me in the way that it is? And trying to suppress it or move on from it too fast. Really give yourself grace, compassion, and be patient with overcoming whatever is coming up for you right now, and not trying to rush past it and say, okay, I release it. Like, I understand it's here right now. I don't understand why it's here, but I release it. You know, really sit with that emotion and try to understand, where is this coming from? Why is this coming up for me right now? How do I feel with this memory coming up? What is it trying to show me? You know, and act as if that wound that is surfacing is a child. And how would you nurture a child that is coming to you in tears and that is weeping? Would you say, oh, get over it, we don't need that right now? And maybe that happened to you when you were younger, but how would you like to reparent yourself is what I feel. And so that you're more open to relating with other people with emotion rather than just passion or just for a fun time. I am seeing that there is a wanting to connect more deeply with community in general, or connecting more deeply with people around you, or having more close relationships that feel safe to you, group one. And I think it's very important for you to take a look at how you've been navigating relationships thus far, what you are carrying with you, and what needs to be addressed, so that you can be more open to having these right relationships, or being able to relate with other people in a more harmonious and genuine way. And I also want to say there's so much coming through for you, group one. But for this Palo Santo card, maybe it will be good for you to burn Palo Santo or cleanse your area. Maybe it's time for a deep clean, or some type of giving away of things that you don't really need anymore, making space, clearing physically, okay? But also, I want to say, I'm seeing this fox here, and whenever I see that, it makes me think that you've dealt with people who were maybe sly or slick, or who were secretive in some way, or weren't completely honest with you. And I do feel that could be one of the reasons why you may be closed off to other people right now, because there is a lack of trust that people will be honest with you. But with this card, it's making me want to say that although you've dealt with people like that, that was a chance for you to develop your discernment in that time, and now you know what to look for. And I feel like it's awakened a part of you that knows how to play the game, I want to say, or just, you know, how to navigate situations like that And I also want to say be mindful that you don't unconsciously hurt others the way that you've been hurt, group one, because that's possible as well. Because I'm seeing that you're not very open to emotions right now, but that is something that you want. I just feel you're being very protective of yourself. But yeah, this Ace of Cups, I feel like you're going to be coming into contact with people who might challenge this defensiveness about you, or who might challenge you to open up. And it's up to you. It's up to you. It might start off with friends that try to open you up, and then it might move into a romantic partner, but it will take time. I want to say you have time. I really feel like with this Queen of Pentacles is asking for you to focus on your health, your well-being, ensuring that you have healthy ways of addressing your emotions and not wanting to indulge in things that are ultimately detrimental to you in the long run. But I've been really going on a tangent right now with these cards, and I have not even gotten into the tarot just yet, so maybe we should go on and do that. But I also want to say, really tune into your emotions with this moon in Pisces. I feel like they're going to have very strong insights for you if you allow them to, and it's going to help you understand how you best engage in relationships. And maybe that is different from how other people do it, but really just gaining an understanding of what is best for you, and trying your best not to become too logical when you are looking at your emotions or when you are feeling them. Don't over intellectualize how you feel, just feel, group one, or at least try your best to. I also want to say with this immerse card, maybe immersing in water would be very good for you to connect more deeply with your emotions, especially under a full moon, okay? Or paying attention to the moon cycles. You could do this during a crescent moon, which is right after a new moon, or you could do this during a full moon. I feel like that will be the most potent time, since those are the two moon cycles being shown. But anytime, honestly, for you, group one would be good. So it doesn't have to just be a bath. You could go to a lake or go to a pool and just float in the pool. You know, ensure that you are doing this in your own time and that there's not distractions around you, not seeking distractions as well. But yeah, I get your standards being heightened, or you're understanding what it is that you really are looking for in a relationship. Okay, I'm hearing move on. Okay, let's move on. Maybe it's also trying to tell you to move on from past relationships as well, group one, and to not seek a new beginning in the past. It's like look forward, and maybe that's scary to you because you don't know what to expect. You feel like you don't have much control over the future, but the past feels familiar. But just know that your future, or what is coming in this new beginnings, can be way better than what you've experienced thus far. So open yourself up to that and allow these things to flow to you. But yes, I'm feeling be very aware of what comes to you in the night, or what you dream about. Maybe write down your dreams. There could be important like symbolism embedded in your dreams, but also for some of you, you may have an ability to see or hear. Only take that if it resonates, all right? But there's something about you, group one. But let's see, what new beginnings are happening for group one, please? Group one, what new beginnings? Right, we have the King of Swords and the Chariot. Yeah, what is that song? I think it's by Kid Cudi. It's like, keep moving forward, ain't no stress on me, Lord. I'm moving forward, keep keep moving forward. I love that. So I'm gonna have to remember to link that song. But that's what I feel for you. This like this determination to just focus on my goals, focus on this new beginning, focus on work. I'm really getting this shifting of priorities. Like you're really trying to set down a very stable and grounded foundation for yourself. I was saying that like stability is very important for you, and I feel in the past you may have been seeking that stability in your relationships and was disappointed by it not being what you expected. But now I feel you have this vision of the type of relationship you want, and you're not compromising on that or becoming distracted by temporary forms of stability that aren't really stable, but maybe they provide you with something short term. And of course, do as you please. But I do feel with this King of Swords, it just seems like at a certain point, I feel that you'll choose to move away from that behavior because it's bringing more turmoil or more disappointment, or just like, why am I doing this? I feel you'll start to question your motivations, or you'll start to question the reason why you engage in certain behaviors, and you'll be very clear on trying to cut them out. And I just feel this determination of cutting things out, of regaining control over how you approach situations or approach people, or how you approach your emotions even, or your habits. I just get this very clear-headed. It's reminding me of this card here with this King of Swords, very similar, and just trying to be very detached from the situation, or trying to be objective as best as you can. But I'm feeling in this new beginning, you're sorting through this right now. You're moving into this time of being able to be very clear about your direction ahead, being very clear about what you want to partake in, and being very decisive about the direction that you're headed in, and the people that you collaborate with, or the people that you decide to spend your time with. Yeah, that's what I feel. Very focused on building yourself up. Yeah, well, we have the Ace of Cups behind that. So, hey, there could be a new beginning in love. But something it's every time I say that, it's like something is saying, don't focus on that. Focus on understanding what you need, understanding what love means to you. How do you feel love? How do you receive love? How do you give love? It's really understanding the concepts that you have around love. That's what that Venus and Aquarius is about as well, is trying to understand it from a logical perspective, or trying to understand what it looks like rather than what it feels like. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, is getting more clear about what you want in relationship, because you've experienced what you don't want. Okay, group one. Anything else with this new beginning, please, for group one? Okay, I might put those last two back, but we have the Four of Swords. So I do feel there's a lot of contemplation or meditation, a clearing of the mind, a purity of the mind, a purity of the heart coming through, a cleansing happening, maybe taking a break from certain types of relationships that may have caused pain in the past, or just trying to get a better understanding of how to move forward. Yes, we have the Seven of Swords here. So you could have definitely been dealing with some type of deception or sneakiness that you felt like you had to guard yourself from. I'm really sorry about that. You had to be very clear and put boundaries in place, or there was something that had to be cut out or cut off because of just some sneaky behavior, I feel, or just not honest or clear. Maybe not even sneaky, just secretive. We have the Knight of Swords reverse and Judgment reverse. I'm probably gonna put these back, but there is this feeling of, I want to say, hey, group one, if you do struggle with feelings of resentment or wanting revenge, or feeling very hurt very deeply, I'm feeling scorpionic energy right now, like I'm just getting, how do I describe it? Like, I want my vengeance. If you feel that come up, take time with it. Understand that this is just a part of you that is very loving towards you, and this lovingness coming up is just a form of defense and protectiveness over you. And it's fine to have those feelings, but please don't take action. Let the divine forces handle that, okay? Feel those feelings and understand, like, oh wow, I really love myself right now. You know, like, just take pride in the fact that you feel so strongly about yourself that you want to take action on it, or get your repayment, okay? But don't take action on it, okay? Don't take action. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. Group 1. So we have the 9 of Cups. Oh my God, look at that Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's just that moving forward with, so many messages come through. Moving forward with grace and compassion with yourself. Feel those feelings. Maybe one day you feel very joyous and feel very good about your ability to move forward into these new beginnings of stability in your career, or moving forward on your plans or your actions, or meeting with new people. But other days you may feel very distraught, very hurt. You may have reminders of what happened in the past, and just sit with those emotions. Allow them all to come and go, and give yourself grace and space as you feel all of it, Group 1. And also know that you can reach out for support. You never have to do this alone, Group 1. Just really give yourself the space to be human, because this is part of being human, okay? But I also want to say, with the Knight of Cups and the 9 of Cups, be mindful of overindulgence. I do feel that there's going to be a lot of opportunities to go out and have fun and have good times, period. Okay, but be mindful that you don't fall into any unhealthy behavior patterns. Yes, with this Page of Pentacles, maintain your focus, maintain your diligence towards what is providing you real and tangible stability. Continue to invest into those friendships or relationships that do make you feel loved and uplifted, and that are drama free. I want to say the Pentacles energy is usually very drama free, so focus on those relationships. You know, hang out with your dogs or those people who just feel very safe and comforting to you, but also focus on your health. That's very big there. So I feel like I need to speed it on up. I feel like your reading's very long. I know it is. I'll get one card of advice, just one card of advice for Group 1, please. Just one card of advice for Group 1, please. Thank you. Yes, yes. Do you see? Maybe this is encouraging you to get a pet, or going home for some of you, or meeting with your family. This could also be reflecting on your childhood as well, or reflecting in general, allowing for the changes. But this is really making me think to connect with those people who have been with you for the long term, or who have been with you through your cycles, and just spend time with those people who help you to feel loved, and who are loyal, and who have never made you question their loyalty to you. You know, that's what I feel with that. Just connecting with those people who make you feel loved, or those animals, or whoever, okay? And final messages for you, Group 1. Final messages for Group 1, please. Period. We have ladder, climbing towards success. I was saying I felt that energy. And we also have dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. And on the bottom of the deck, we have happiness and well-being. So that's what you're moving into, Group 1. I love that for you. You deserve it. Honestly, you've been through it, I feel. And it's just time to let go of the fear, let go of the worry, really center in the present, and continue to move forward and open yourself up to these new experiences, okay? So I love you so much. Let me know in the comments how it resonated for you. Leave it a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. And remember to hit that bell notification so that you know when I post. Thank you again, Group 1. I love you. Sending you many healing vibes, much abundance and success and community and love. You deserve it and you're worthy of it. So until the next reading, I shall chat with you later. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading on what new beginnings are happening for you. So let's go on and get started, why don't we? And look into that main question here. What new beginnings are taking place for Group 2, please? What new beginnings? Very quick. I already want to just say that I feel for you, Group 2, things are about to pick up. Things, if you felt like they've been very slow, very stagnant, things have been taking a lot of time, I just want to say that it's ending very quickly, and it's very important that you stay grounded in this time, because I just feel like the pace is picking up. Okay, I felt that immediately for you. The energy is completely different from the last group, so I already know I need to pace myself with this reading, and that is a message for you, is to pace yourself with these new openings, these new opportunities, these new ventures, these new goals, plans, okay? Consistency and not intensity, okay? Let's keep our effort consistent, Group 2. So I didn't even look at the cards just yet. My eyes were closed the entire time. But with the Knight of Wands and the Five of Wands coming out, I feel that you are becoming more confident. You feel like you have your place in whatever field you're working in, or you just have a more confident persona, I want to say. And I want to say it's moving out of this persona. I feel like you've been faking it until you've been making it, and I feel like you're making it at this point. Like you're actually having a more grounded sense of, oh, I really do have this. Like I really am skilled. I really am capable of adding my contribution to this arena. I feel it's kind of giving this vibe of there really is no competition. I am the only competition. You know, it's just like this empowered energy, this confident. So I didn't even finish my sentence. I just feel you're embodying this energy of just reassuredness of the self-assertive, very clear about who you are, very charismatic. I think you're gaining a skill in being able to tap into your charisma, or tap into your ability to woo people or draw people in. It feels very attractive, and I feel like you're becoming more attractive in some way, or you're just exuding attractive energy that people are drawn to. You may encounter some form of envy or jealousy, but keep it moving, Group 2. That has nothing to do with you. Don't let someone else's insecurities stop you from shining your light, okay? Because you have overcome a lot, I feel, to get to this position, and nobody can take that away from you. So if someone feels threatened or intimidated by your presence, hey, that's a them problem and not a you. You must keep moving forward, and you must stay open to showing who you are without limitation. Okay, this feels very new for you. I do feel like you're stepping into a new version of yourself, or just a new way of interacting with life, interacting with people. And it should be honored that although this is new, and although you are gaining confidence, that you may still have some inner conflict, or maybe some conflict that pops up with people that needs to be dealt with in a, I'm hearing compassionate and considerate, but I like the word diplomatic. Dealing with these things in a diplomatic way. And in regard to inner conflict, just remind yourself that you are worthy of feeling good in your body. You're worthy of feeling good with your skills and your talents. You are intelligent and your voice matters. You deserve to be heard. Okay, just lift yourself up in those times of self-doubt and surround yourself with people who lift you up and who don't try to tear you down or who don't look at you as if you are competition. Get away from that energy, please. Group. To anyone who makes you feel like there's some hidden competition, just see that for what it is and say, okay, that's not where I'm meant to be. I see you. Thank you for even feeling that we're in competition, but everyone can just shine their light. There doesn't have to be any competition of like, oh, your light is bigger than mine or mine is big. Bye. That's very petty. Okay, just focus on how you feel and continue to build up this confidence. Okay, I just went in on these two cards for you, group 2. I just feel this surge of power coming through and this like energy of feeling blessed. It's making me think of that Nicki Minaj song. What is the title? I wish that I could have this moment for life. Yes, I want to put that in the description box, but yes, it's like this energy of, no, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Yes, clap for the heavyweight champ, me, but I couldn't do it all alone. Hey, okay, so I do feel like you're gaining some support, or there are some supporters backing you. You could be receiving a lot of attention, and that could feel a bit daunting for you, but hey, you can't be out here looking this good, smelling this great, being this amazing and not attract attention. You know, group 2. So just prepare. This is what you're moving into. So let's go on and look at your oracles. I just want to say this reading is very high vibe. You're on a wavelength that people just aren't able to touch. Very sweet. I love it, group 2. Let me relax. Because OMG. Yeah, you know, I want to say be mindful of who you're spending your time with, because you are very attractive. You're moving into a very attractive period of time, and I just want to say, don't be stingy with yourself. Of course, share your love. Don't hoard it. Love is meant to be shared, okay? But not everyone is trying to be around you for the right reasons. So just make sure that you are having that eye of discernment with your dealings with people, but don't be on guard. You know, I just feel this is a very free-flowing time, so everything will be fine. So let's get into the cards here. We have for you card number 1, Aries, act. Okay. We also have card number 9, Sagittarius, with expand. Card number 15, Yarrow, with harmony. We also have card number 43, Tranquility, with violet. And surrender and flow, card number 8, ride the waves, tap into flow state and let go. Literally let go. I really don't know if that'll be too hard for you, to be honest, group 2. But we also have card number 6 with the sun in Virgo, health. And card number 12 with the with Venus in Pisces, submission. Okay, group 2, the energy on the board is quite beneficial, quite invigorating, quite inspiring. I want to say you may feel very vital, very alive. I feel like you're moving into a time of lots of movement. You may be quite busy as well. I feel like you're going after something, or you're putting yourself out there in some way whatever that means for you, especially those of you who are trying to actively pursue something. Maybe it's creative, or you're focusing on a creative project or an enterprise or an endeavor. I feel like it's going to go very well for you with patience, with organization, with focus, with diligence. Yes, there is a lot of passion behind these projects. There is a lot of gusto and a wanting to go after it, especially for some of you. This is just in regard to your fitness and your health. But overall, no matter what you're trying to go after or no matter what you're trying to do, it's important that you still maintain a sense of balance. Okay, with this card here, the Yarrow card, very beautiful card. I love these cards. Maintaining a sense of balance, maintaining a sense of organization, being very clear that you are managing your time well, because it could be very easy to get wrapped up in this energy, get very, I'm like, it's like very fast paced, and yeah, balance here would be slowing down, coming back to the center, making sure that with all these new experiences, because I do feel like you're entering into new territory with this Aries card, you're forging into lands that you've never entered into before. It's making me think of Manifest Destiny. It's like American history. Honestly, it's probably one of the more terrible sides if we look at it from a Native American perspective, but let's not go too deep into history class right now, okay? I'm just feeling it's more of that mentality of like, yes, let us go into these new arenas and let's make our mark. That's what I feel for you, group 2. You're just making your mark on the world is what came in my mind. So for some of you, this could be you reaching people online or reaching a vast amount of people in general. And for others, I just feel like in your community or where you are, I just feel like you're making a very big impact or making a very strong impression on people, and that's going to attract a lot to you. And like I said, you're attracting good and not so great, so be mindful that you don't get pulled into the pettiness or the quarrels or the competitive energy that people may project onto you. Just maintain your focus and continue to move forward, group 2. It feels very good. I feel like you are breaking down some type of barrier that kept you from being able to continually make moves in this way, or maybe you're overcoming a feeling of lethargy or feeling as if you don't have the time or the energy or the wherewithal to pursue what you want. I'm feeling that was more coming from, it could have been physical with the Sun in Virgo, but I'm also feeling it's more about your mentality around things, or you're clearing space in your mind to invite more positivity. Maybe you are engaging in some type of gratitude practice, or some type of meditation practice, or a spiritual practice, or you're learning philosophy with the Sagittarius card, or you're expanding your mind in some way. I just feel a lot of learning and growing and pursuing. So it's very good. I love this energy. It's very fast paced. Let me get grounded myself because I want to stay clear and objective. Okay, so for you, group 2, with the submission card, when it came out, I was like, that's quite different from what was showing. But I feel with all of this action, all of this go, let's get things done, let's do things new, come back to some sort of familiarity. Okay, I still feel like there is this eagerness to get things moving, to put yourself out there. But I also feel there's a part of you that does still need consistency and routine. And for some of you, it feels like you're moving into more of an extroverted time of your life, but there is a part of you that still needs some time to yourself, and make sure that you're not constantly on the move, that you forget to have this balance in your life of really taking time to just flow and let go. Okay, and to not always be in this constant action stage. Yeah, that's what I really feel for that. And also ensure that you are taking care of your needs and you're getting enough sleep, you're eating foods that help to nourish your body, and you also are staying consistent in activity, like fitness activities or sports, or having having fun with your friends in like sporting events, or doing things that keep you active, and moving your body outside of just pursuing maybe mental pursuits or physical pursuits. I feel this is more about you pushing ahead in your career or in your creative projects or in your understanding or your knowledge. But yes, there does seem to need oh my god, there does seem to be a need for calmness and stillness and relaxation and rejuvenation, because there is a lot of action, there's a lot of fire, there's a lot of movement, but you still need to come back to a center group too. So that's what I feel for you. And I also want to say to be honest about your desires and to pursue them, okay? And get clear about what you want. With this Venus in Pisces, Venus in the sign of Pisces is exalted, so I feel like you have a very great chance at receiving what it is that you want if you are honest about what you want and if you pursue it. So there seems to be a lot of luck on your side. You just need to take action, okay? And be diligent. Ensure that you are staying focused and not running away from what you want. Don't run away from the truth, okay? Face it. Face what it is that you need to pursue. Face what it is that you need to do, and do it, okay? And don't get caught up in all the confusion or all the excuse me, group 2. Okay, don't get caught up in all of the distractions around you. Maintain your focus, because I feel like you may be drawn into all the pretty things, or ooh, that looks good, I want to do that, or ooh, I really like that person. Maybe, let's just still keep some rationality. Don't let your passion drive you too much, okay? Because that could get you burnt up. You might get scorned. So just take a bit more time to just relax, okay? Because I already felt from the beginning of this reading, it was a fired up reading. So let us get into this new beginning and see any other details that would like to come out. Anything else for group 2 in regard to their new beginning? Okay. Righty. We have the 5 of Wands again on the bottom, so you may meet some resistance. I want to say not everyone may receive you with open arms, and that's okay. That is okay. Just let them be. They're mad, okay? They really, just laugh at them. Okay, I don't want to say bully anybody, but if they are coming at you with energy that's just like, why are you even, you could have saved that. Like, you didn't even have to say that. You didn't have to do that. Just laugh at it. Don't even pay too much mind, because I do feel like you have a lot of fire coming up in you, and it could be quite easy to want to lash out or want to be very snappy at these people. I'm feeling the need to say you might get some negative comments on a post, or some people might not receive you in a certain community or a certain area. And I feel like it could just be from a place of they're just not on the same wavelength, and that's okay. Just ignore them. So we have the World, which I love this. It feels like you're receiving some type of attention. I feel like you're being seen in some way or another in your field, or you're being recognized. For some of you, you're graduating and moving on to the next phase of your career sooner rather than later. I feel like you're coming into a time of elevation, or you're just moving to the next level. Maybe even for some of you, this is a promotion or moving somewhere, traveling to a new place. Yeah, for some of you, this is making plans to move maybe to a different country, or traveling to visit a different country, or just traveling in general. I feel is very big energy. So you might be on the move constantly. I love that for you, group 2. We also have the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So it does feel like you're in a very curious stage in your life. There's a lot of communication happening, a lot of exchange of information, a lot of understanding about where you want to go or what you want to learn about, maybe expanding your knowledge. I feel for some of you, you may be going to school. Excuse me. Okay, I heard take a reverse, so I'll get to that. You may be in school right now, or going back to school, or pursuing something that requires a consistent effort over the course of time. I'm feeling like years. Maybe you've been doing something for years and now it's starting to pay off. But I feel like there's some type of long-term investment that you're making that will lead to a lot of financial stability, but as well as a feeling of fulfillment in general. Like whatever you put your mind towards, whatever inspires your passions at this time, it's worthwhile pursuing, because it will lead to a sense of curiosity, or you're going to be very intrigued by it. You're going to want to learn more about it. You're going to want to talk about it with someone, or maybe even share your knowledge on social media, maybe creating a page to share your knowledge. But there is a sense of wholeness that you're coming into, I do feel, group 2, and especially emotionally, I feel you're being, although you are in this go mode, I'm feeling like Energizer Bunny energy for you, quite honestly, group 2, and that's, you know, I'm having to get used to this energy myself while reading these cards, but I feel although that is your energy, there is this emotional balance within, or this intuitive nature about you, where you're able to understand what you need and when you need it, and you are able to express it compassionately without hurting anyone's feelings. You may be able to show up for someone or the people around you in a very compassionate way. I feel like you may be inspiring them in some way, or helping them to think differently. But also I feel this could be someone that may help you along this journey, whether this is a very close friend of yours, or someone who is very compassionate and soft-spoken, or someone who is maybe even very spiritually attuned. I feel they could be helping you. For some of you, this is a therapist or a counselor, even a mother figure. Someone who's just very nurturing is seeming to be a beneficial contact to stay in connection with, because they may help to bring that sense of stability, or that sense of rationality or awareness to you that you may be lacking in some areas. They don't have to be a woman. They can be anything under the sun. It's just the energy of compassion and nurturing and love. That's what I'm getting from that Queen of Cups. But also being aware of your own emotions and taking time to ensure that you're still engaging in self-care practices, or having a routine of self-care. And yeah, with this 9 of Pentacles reverse, that could be something that you have a blind spot on because you want to be in action all the time, is to ensure that you don't fall short on any self-care practices, and making sure that you still maintain a routine with that. So let's say every Friday, that's my favorite day to take off. Okay, every Friday you set aside time, especially because that's Venus day. Okay, Venus loves comfort. You take a day to yourself to just relax. Okay, don't even focus on work. Try your best not to focus on work. Try your best not to focus on any pursuits or anything that you usually would throughout the week. Just dedicate one day to enjoyment, for self-care, and to do whatever helps you to feel nourished and renewed. Okay, that's what I feel with the Nine of Pentacles. I don't really feel a lack of stability with that, because usually that could be represented by the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe for some of you, not cutting yourself off from relationships as you are in this energy of pursuit, continuing to nurture those close connections that matter to you as well. I'm feeling with that, so you don't fall into a slump of loneliness or feeling like no one is around. I just feel it'll be easy to have connection with other people if you open yourself up to it. But yeah, let's move on to the advice now, because it just feels pretty good, like you're moving into a very productive time. Group 2. So advice for group 2, please. Advice for group 2. Yeah, stay not the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. LOL. Hey, you might want to be on the lookout. You might be having a good time with someone. But anyway, with the Queen of Swords here, I want to say it's very important that you stay level-headed. You don't allow the passion to get the best of you. You stay very grounded and clear about your direction. Continue to take action on your plans and continue to develop your plans. Be very deliberate with your actions. Have intention behind your actions, group 2, and be open about your intentions if they involve other people. Also, don't close yourself off to new opportunities, perhaps in love, because that could be easy to do, because you're so focused on trying to improve. But do what's best for you. Be very clear and honest in your communication. Still have a good time. I still feel this witty energy, so you know what to do. Group 2, I don't have to over explain that, I don't feel. Just stay very persistent and diligent in your actions while still having a good time. We have the Six of Swords. I feel like that's more of a blockage. You may vacillate between old beliefs, I want to say, or old doubts or fears that may come up, and remember to see beyond that, to see beyond the fears and the doubts, and to recognize what is a genuine fear, like, is my safety in danger right now? But if you fear like, oh my gosh, how are they going to perceive me? That's not an immediate danger. That's just a fear of being seen that you need to overcome. So with the Six of Swords here, yeah, don't hesitate from moving on from the past as well, because I feel like there could be a connection to the past, or your thoughts may drift to the past or past things, and it's very important that you maintain your focus forward, group 2, but also give yourself time to grieve the past or to move on from any situation from the past and allow it to close out. Anything else? We have the Four of Wands. Yes, have a good time. Celebrate these successes that are coming to you. I do feel there's a lot of expansive opportunities that you're headed into, a lot of celebration. Maybe going to a concert would even be good for you, or just going out having a good time with people that you enjoy. Yeah, there could be a lot of communication or a lot of action, a lot of things happening around you, expansion, fulfillment, happiness, just a sense of just feeling good, I feel, for you, group 2. Anything else? And the Nine of Pentacles. So your hard work is paying off. I do feel like rewards are coming in. Maybe you're receiving some type of recognition or some type of scholarship or some type of position. But with the Five of Wands, yeah, just move away from that competitive energy. Don't allow that to drain you. Don't try to feel like you have to outdo someone. Just really focus on you, yourself, and uplifting yourself and uplifting those around you. Group 2. So let's get some final messages here. The Five of Wands came out 3 times earlier. So final messages for group 2, please. I heard have a good time. Have a good time. We have Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So definitely some strategy needed in your pursuits. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Some strategy for your career plans would definitely help you out. We have Stork, news of a birth or a business opportunity. So definitely the energy of prosperity I feel for you, group. What is your group? Group 2. And we have Seahorse, family matters. So for some of you, there could be a birth of a child in your family, or that seahorse, makes me think of all those babies that get pumped out of their stomach or wherever it comes out of. So it seems like you're getting closer to your family, or you are meeting people who feel like family, or hanging out with people who feel like family. And we also have on the bottom of the deck, news is on the way. I feel the need to get one more card for you. So, okay. And Inkpot, problems to be solved. Yeah, that's Five of Wands. I do feel like you will meet challenges, but they will be overcome. You have what you need. You are very resourceful, so you'll be able to overcome them. And these feel like petty challenges, like, oh, maybe your gas almost ran out of, not your gas, your car almost ran out of gas and you just had to make a quick stop, or I don't know, like maybe it just feels like things that could be fixed. Like they're annoying issues, there could be annoying people, just annoyances, but they're not like major issues. We also have Archway with new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up, and Flowers with happiness. So overall, pretty amazing reading, I would say. We also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. Remember to protect your peace and have proper boundaries that protect you, but also aren't going to isolate you. So just have a good time, group 2. You're moving into greatness, and I wish you the best. Let me know in the comment section how it resonated with you. I love you so much. I appreciate you for being here. Leave it a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already, and remember to hit that bell notification. Okay, thank you again. Much love to you. You're very blessed at this time, so just enjoy this energy and move forward with vision and optimism, because goodness is happening. So that's what I leave you with. Until the next time, bye bye. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading on what new beginnings are taking place in your life. So let us go on and get into it. For group 3, please, what new beginnings are happening for group 3, please? Okay. Very interesting. Group 3, I feel there's either a commitment that you're making to your path or to your career that is going to cause a lot of change, a new beginning. For some of you, this is a new relationship or a close partnership that is being cultivated. A new relationship may be taking place for you. It feels like something's in the building stage. Like it's not only you who is part of this new beginning. It feels like this is the creation of something between two people, or maybe you are collaborating with an institution, or maybe you work in an institution, or you work with a company on something. It feels like there is some type of arrangement or some type of creation here where your work, it's like it's not just you working on something. Like, yes, you may be contributing to it in your own way, but it feels like there's other people involved, and there's like a commitment being made, some type of awareness being had. I do feel lots of focus, lots of preparation. It feels a little serious, I want to say. And the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck is really curious to me. I feel there's a level of pain involved with this, and I want to explain what I mean by pain. I feel with these new commitments, or this new focus, or this development with something, I feel it's bringing up some issues within, of maybe lingering feelings of fear or doubt. Maybe you doubt the success of something, or you doubt the way you'll be able to pull something off. Or maybe you doubt the success of a relationship, an endeavor. For some of you, this is even pursuing school, or making the choice to go to school, or to pursue a career in some type of field with institutions, like either a career in the medical field, or with banking systems, or even the government. It just feels like there's like something here. It feels a bit more complex than these cards are showing, but we have two major arcana, so it feels like you're at a very big crossroads in your life's progression. I feel like you're needing to make a choice about where you're going to go in regard to a relationship. Maybe for some of you, this is talking about the ending of a specific relationship, or moving out of an old relationship into something new. Honestly, it feels like career, work, stability, and maybe even family, like developing new family bonds, or healing family bonds, or feeling the need to protect something or keep something under wraps. I really want to get into the oracles because I feel like that will add more nuance to the reading. So let's see what came out for you. I'm going to push these to the side just a bit, and I'll reintroduce them in a minute. But definitely some new energy coming through. So we have card number 34, Attraction with the Pansy. Jargon Sacha, Transfiguration. Card number 22 feels quite major. That's giving the Tower vibes. We have card number 5 with Growth. Surrender to the process. Simplify your healing layers. This card loves to come out for these readings. Pluto, card number 27 with Rebirth. I see. And the card number 14 with Debilitated Discomfort. So yeah, that Three of Swords there. For some of you, you know what? You could actually be having a baby, or having a child, or birthing something, or maybe you're stepping into new territory that's very uncomfortable. I'm getting that energy of like the budding process. Like, think of a flower that's in a bud and it's beginning to burst out. That doesn't sound very comfortable for the flower, and I feel although you're moving into expansive arenas, or you're expanding your life in some way, it feels like you're being pushed beyond your limits, like you are needing to really breathe through this process. I'm feeling like the birthing process for you. Let's get the cards. I'll get to it, but this energy is very intense. Okay, group 3, and I feel like it's gonna test your mental strength. It's going to test your physical strength as well. And it's going to test how much you believe in yourself. And I do feel like a lot of self-doubt or whatever has been suppressed over the years, it's going to start to come up. Okay, group 3, and I feel you need to not run away from it, but face it head on, face your fear, address it, and move beyond it, okay? Especially if it's in regard to self-criticism, self-doubt, judging yourself, feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you're not capable enough, feeling like you don't have the willpower or the strength or the diligence or whatever you feel that you lack. That is a falsehood, that is an illusion. So this is a time of really processing and moving beyond these mental constraints or these perceptions of yourself and your situation, breaking free of them and really pushing into new territory or pushing these new creations out, or really allowing yourself to create without limitation or without some type of fear of not doing it right. So we also have Saturn in Leo with generosity. We have Venus in Cancer with birth. Yeah, there's a lot of birth energy here with Pluto, with this growth. I just feel for some of you, you literally will be delivering a child or birthing new creations or birthing your creativity, giving life to something. And we also have Saturn in Cancer with charity. So for sure, you're breathing life into something or bringing life into something, whether that is a new relationship or a new endeavor. I feel like it's just a birth of a new you, and maybe you're stepping into a new position or into a new relationship or developing something that feels different, and you have to approach it in a different way. I'm kind of getting this vibe of, let's say that you used to be a teacher and now you need to step into the role of a financial advisor. You know, it's like those two things are not the same, and still you need to step up and do it. And that is a very specific example. That's not meant to resonate with everyone, but I'm just feeling this need to shift gears, really build up muscle that hasn't been used before, really utilize skills that have been dormant, and allow yourself to share what you know or to show up what you have without feeling like that's not good enough or feeling like, oh, I need to be this way or that way. No, I feel like you're already skilled. You already have what you need to make this happen. You're already so far, like there's no going back. That's the energy of Pluto, is that there's no going back. All you can do is really face what's happening, deal with it, feel the pain, don't try to run from the pain, and process it, and then arrive on the other side of it more whole, more accomplished, and probably a lot more wealthy, I want to say, or a lot more stable. It just feels like a very intense period of time, group 3, that's all I can say, and it feels very uncomfortable, and I feel like you're going through a lot of situations, or you're undergoing a lot of difficult changes, or really I feel like your life is shaking up. Maybe there's some family drama that's happening, or some issues with really being able to express yourself in these new situations or this new workplace, or not really knowing how to communicate with certain people in the workplace because they're way different than the people that you usually are around. Not just the workplace. I feel this is beyond all of that. I just feel like you're needing to learn how to accommodate, how to be adaptable, how to collaborate with people that you usually wouldn't, and just getting comfortable with the energy of discomfort. because it feels like a very expansive time of growth. And although, growth sounds good, there's a lot of difficulty in growing. And I want to also say to give yourself time to process anything going on. You don't have to immediately react to anything that's happening. Really make sure that you set aside time to just breathe and relax and try to face your feelings about everything that's happening. At the end of the day, each day you may want to journal or meditate. And if you do choose to journal, I'm really feeling the need to say to focus on your present feelings, focus on what you are fearful of. What do these new situations bring up within you? How do they challenge you? How do you feel challenged? Where do you not feel adequate? I'm really getting a need to face those fears, group 3. And in this new beginning, it feels like there will be situations that will really test your strength. And for those of you who are bringing a new child into this world, I just feel like the birthing process may be daunting, or just becoming a parent may be daunting. Maybe you feel like you don't have everything that you need to have to raise a child, or you feel like you don't have enough security in one way or another, maybe financial security or maybe family support. You don't feel like there's enough of a community around you, or maybe I feel like that's the main part. However, I just feel like you're moving into this time of learning how to navigate these new situations while also nurturing yourself in the process and nurturing those around you and accepting help from people that you may not have expected to need help from, or institutions, even the government. You may need to file for support. With the High Priest in this Saturn in Cancer card, you can need to reach out for support. And to not have any shame or guilt about it. It doesn't even have to be an institution. It could just be family members or the surrounding community around you. I just feel like there's this need to break down barriers of shame, or this not wanting to feel like you need help, and just being honest about needing help and accepting help. I get this energy of acceptance here, and knowing that you're in a time where you're not really clear. I feel like you're in the process of becoming a flower, and maybe even drawing or picking up new creative outlets will help you through this process, because it feels quite intense. I don't know how many times I've said that, but it just seems like this process of growth for you, it's kind of making me think of how diamonds are made. Like, they're put under immense pressure, and I feel like you're being put under immense pressure right now, especially with Saturn and Pluto. Oh my gosh. But no, this is testing your strength, okay? And I understand, why am I being tested? That's what I feel is coming through for you, group 3. Why am I being tested? What is the reason? What is the point? You don't need to know the answer to that right now, okay? That may be frustrating. You may be dealing with feelings of frustration, but it's important that you just stay present on what's happening right now and give yourself room to fully experience this transformation, because once you get to the end of it, you will be so thankful that you withstood all the challenges and you've overcome all the challenges, and you'll see just how capable you are to get through anything. And maybe you're moving out of that energy, but I don't want to say that, because I honestly still feel like you're navigating some challenge in some way. But I also want to emphasize that regardless of if you are having a child or not, this is a birth of a new you, period. And whatever is brand new needs to be protected. It needs to be secure. And I feel the energy of needing to protect what matters to you, making sure that you are surrounded by people who only provide support and uplifting. I really want to say get away from any energies of gossip or anyone you feel may threaten the security of what you're building. And being mindful of the information that you share with others. Not to say that you need to be on guard, but really just, with all this Cancer energy and the Pluto, I just feel this is a more enclosed time. Like, you just really need to focus on the essentials, on the basics, and really just ensure that you're keeping your circle quite tight, I want to say, but also receiving help from the people that will be able to provide it for you. But this does not feel like a highly social time to just be out here talking to everybody or doing all the things. This feels very introspective and like you're just needing to ground yourself for the journey you're about to go on, especially if you're becoming a parent, or if you are already a parent, or if you're entering into a new relationship. I forgot about the relationship part too, is to protect this new relationship from outside parties or outside opinions. Not to say you can't tell anyone about it, but be very selective with the people that you do decide to tell about it, because it's very new and you just don't want to break, I'm hearing for some, a covenant, or break a promise, or have something infiltrate what is pure, is what I feel. Yes. So don't let someone take away your purity. And how do I feel about that word? I'm not thinking purity in the old context of like virginity. I'm thinking of you're becoming this new person, and I feel it's important to protect whatever is new in your life, whether it is literally a new person or yourself or your creations, to protect that from people who will spew negativity or who will not bring the best vibes. Okay? Protect your peace and protect what you are building and what you are creating. Group 3. Whew, my goodness. There's a lot of healing going on too. I feel like you're really trying to focus on building things up. I just feel like you're building something or you're creating something. So let's get more detail, because whoa, my goodness. Okay, my goodness. Whew, let's just take a deep breath. I feel it's so important that you do breath work, you do some type of meditation, you have some type of self-care practice in place so that you can maintain your sanity, quite honestly, group 3. Because I do feel whatever situations are going on around you, it will be trying you, they will be testing you. And I'm not gonna say like your whole life is falling apart. I just feel like I was saying you're growing and you're expanding, and that process is difficult, so you just need to ensure that you nurture yourself as you are going through this process. And know that there is a lot of divine support with this as well. So you're not doing this alone, even if you feel that you are. I feel like there's confirmation that comes through, or there will be confirmations coming through, whether that is through people or synchronicities or whatever. Just know that diamonds are made under immense pressure, and you're a diamond. Okay, group 3, you're a diamond, and you shall shine after you get through the mud. It's like a lotus. You're emerging through the mud, okay? So, can we get more energy or more information about these new beginnings for group 3, please. Yeah, definitely for some of you, I am seeing that there is a birth of a child, or just to focus on birthing something new. For some of you, this is focusing on some type of career pursuit, or focusing on your studies, or studying something, learning something, maybe reading books about something. Yeah, there's a lot of focus on maintaining your stability, or building your stability or your legacy, and having patience, group 3, having patience. That's a big energy for you. Patience, patience, patience. Good things take time. Good things take time, okay? And the challenges that you are facing right now will be worth the wait, because I do feel there is no instant gratification in your reading. I just have to be so honest. It feels like you're going to have to stay consistent, stay persistent, really focus, eliminate everything out of your life that is not going to help you get to where you're trying to go, and accept assistance from the resources that are available to you, whether that is through the government, through your school, through your organization. Really look at the resources available to you, utilize them, and just set yourself up for the most success, and set your legacy up for the most success, okay? And do what you can. Do not overextend yourself. Do not overwork yourself. Really, with this Ace of Cups here, I was saying before, I'll say it again, really prioritize self-care throughout your week, okay? In whatever way feels best to you. But make sure with the Page of Coins, it is something that isn't going to distract you from your long-term plans. I feel a lot of focused energy for you, or a lot of intentional energy, in removing everything out of your life that is not aligned with the long-term vision. Okay. Anything else for group 3? Yeah, I also want to say with this 10 of Coins, it could also be asking you to, if you do have family, to really express your gratitude to them if they are assisting you, but also to really cultivate your family relationships, or healing a specific family relationship. Maybe it's with a mother or a father, or with some type of authority figure. There's a lot of healing taking place within, and maybe healing that relationship, or maybe even just talking to someone about that relationship that you've had with your parents, or watching your parents' relationship. That could help you to heal wounds within, and help you to prepare for whatever is headed your way in the realm of relationships. I do feel for a lot of you, there's like a new beginning in love, a new beginning in career, a new beginning in your legacy, your plans, but it feels like these things are trickling in one by one. So maybe right now it's your career that's being focused on, and then later on it's going to be building a family in a relationship. For others of you, you could be focusing on building your family and your relationship, and then you will shift gears into your career. It just feels like focusing on one thing at a time, and everything will line up as it should, in divine timing, in the right timing. Just focus on what's in front of you, one foot at a time. I'm hearing left foot, right foot. Like, not trying to get too far ahead of yourself, but maintaining the vision and having patience and consistency. Okay, anything else? Alrighty. Whew. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. So yeah, you could be dealing with feelings of sadness, or feelings of like, why is this happening? Just feelings of pain, I do feel coming up for you. And feel that, but don't brood in it. Talk about it. Try to find a way to feel your emotions without allowing them to overwhelm you. Pause, breathe through them. I'm just feeling, imagine this is a birthing process. You can't push so hard the whole time. You're going to tear yourself open, okay? You're going to hurt yourself if you continually try to push yourself so hard. Push and breathe. And then push and breathe, okay? Give yourself time, group 3. Because you are becoming something magnificent. Oh my goodness. Ooh-wee. The mind, group 3. Do not allow your mind to be the biggest weapon against you, okay? I feel like it's very important that you understand how your mind works, observe the thoughts that you have, and ensure that you challenge the beliefs that you hold about yourself and about your situation. If you have this idea like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, ask yourself, why do I think that? And is that thought helping me? If not, I need to revise. Although I feel like I can't get through this time right now, I will be able to overcome. In time, okay? In time, you will overcome. Oh my gosh, group 3, I feel the energy. It's just so intense. So intense. And remember, there is support. You are not alone. But please ensure that you are becoming aware of the thoughts that you have about yourself and your situation and not allowing them to fester negativity. Okay. And we also have the 3 of Swords reversed. So the mind is the biggest thing coming through here. I want to say, reach out for support in whatever way is best for you, but make sure that you have someone that you can talk to about your situation or your feelings, so that you're not bottling things up and taking it out on yourself in any way, or you're not neglecting yourself. I just feel it's very important that you make room and make space to really take care of you outside of all the other things that you're taking care of. I'm hearing shoulder the burden. So maybe you feel like you have to carry it. You have to carry this burden, like you're the only one that can get things done. But there is support. There are resources. I'm hearing to look online, look on a website, or type in exactly what you need. Look it up and see if there's any resources that can provide you with that. But I do feel like you're undergoing a massive time of healing, especially if you aren't giving birth. So give yourself time to heal, and please don't try to push yourself too hard. Group 3. So let's get some advice. I need to drink some water. Ensure that you are staying hydrated as well, and that you're nourishing yourself. Group 3. Okay, advice for group 3, please. Advice for group 3. We have the Ace of Swords. Yes, clear the mind. Have clarity of mind. Oh my gosh, I never noticed that. I do feel, oh, that's a black tear. So maybe you have been going through a lot of emotional turmoil, and these emotions have been clouding your judgment, and I feel this is really asking you to take more time to clear the mind, if only for 5 minutes a day, just focusing on your breath for 5 minutes. If 5 minutes is too long, just try a minute a day of just focusing on deep breathing, group 1, and that should help you to become more clear in your mind and help you to see your situation more clearly and help you to find more solutions for any difficulties you're going through, so that you're not becoming overwhelmed. And know that things are changing, okay? Things won't always be like this. This is not the end all be all. This too shall pass, okay? Group 3, remember that. Anything else for group 3? Yes, things are changing, new opportunities abound. You're nurturing something that is going to flourish into a legacy for you to enjoy. Right now, you're just in the building phase, and that is one of the more difficult things, and you just need to focus on protecting your peace. Yeah, we have death and rebirth on the bottom. Lots of Pluto coming through, and it could feel quite dark and scary right now, like what's going on. You could feel as if you're losing people or losing old things, or things are falling away, or it just could feel quite chaotic is what I want to say. And I keep wanting to deep breathe, so just remembering to breathe through this process. This is kind of inevitable. This is just a phase in your life. Connect with people who help you to feel good. Maybe this is connecting with some type of mother figure or a grandmother, or surrounding yourself with love, or with important feminine figures in your life, or just friends in general. They could be very supportive to you, or maybe family members that help you to feel supported. Just call upon the energy of support is what I feel. You really should not be going through any of this alone. And yes, focus on your self-care with this Queen of Pentacles. Ensure that you're having a good meal for yourself. You are maybe even having a cup of tea sometimes if you have the possibility. Establishing the energy of comfort around you, or making a space of comfort for yourself. Taking care of your health as well. Finding some time to go on a walk outside, or getting active with this Eight of Wands. I'm really feeling this is not a time to just brood or stay stationary. This is a time of being active in your life. So yes, find time to rest, but also ensure that you're still showing up every day and caring for yourself and focusing on the basics. Focus on the basics, group. 3. Yeah, because I feel Saturn and Pluto, and those two planets are so big on focusing on the basics and letting everything else go. Let everything else go, okay? So let's get some final messages for you, group 3. It feels very intense, but understand that you're moving into a new phase of growth and expansion, and you're just navigating the darkness right now. And when I say darkness, I'm thinking of if you go into a dark room with no lights and you're just waiting for that other door to open. You're just in that room right now waiting for the door to open, and it's really just asking you to face your fears, face any hesitations or worries that you may have, and just allow the door to open when it is meant to open. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of metaphors in your reading, so maybe it's good to develop some type of creative outlet like poetry or writing, or maybe for some of you developing some type of blog or creating art. And even in the process of making a masterpiece like a painting, it is difficult because your hand starts to hurt, your arm starts to hurt. It takes hours to complete, but once it's done, you're like, wow, look at it, look at what I've done. So I just feel like you're in the process of either making a masterpiece or becoming a masterpiece, and it's just energies of difficulty. I need to watch the time. Oh my goodness. Let's get these final messages, please, for group 3, please. Final messages. Whoa. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So I do feel with this is making me really focus on this storm coming, and I feel like anything that's not aligned with your life is being broken or is being completely shattered, I want to say, or just it's going to leave your life. Whatever is not going to lead to success or growth is going to be taken away, and for some that could be very difficult to face, but it's leading to your overall well-being. Can we get final messages for group 3, please? Thank you. We have kangaroo with unsettled times and a need to plan ahead. Yeah, I'm seeing that little baby kangaroo in the pouch, so definitely a need to protect what you care about, what you love, and really focusing on what you can do to move forward. We have younger woman, so this could be indicating you or someone that you may come into contact with. It says dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Maybe this is even a friend that could be helpful. We also have mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, so that could be talking about someone that you know, or it could just be you not wanting to make changes that you know you need to make. Anything else for group 3? Okay, we also have younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. It landed on top of that 3 of swords, so there could be a relationship that has ended or is ending, or maybe you're dealing with the ramifications of a relationship that has ended. And yeah, or this could just be someone who is going to be important in your life. We also have dog close up, so pleasure with a close friend. Yeah, I see that with the 3 of cups. So this close friend could be either one of those people, but it's just important that you take this time to care for yourself. And I was just giving that analogy of a door. The door is closed, as you can see, but opportunities are waiting for you. Just wait for that door to open, allow the door to open, and process what is right now. But I'm receiving a call from my bestie Cameron, so I am going to leave your reading here, group 3. Let me know how it resonated in the comment section below. Much love to you. I appreciate you all, and I send you so much love. Really just breathe through this process, reach out for support, and surround yourself with love at this time. I send you love, I wish you love, and thank you for being here. Until the next time, group 3, bye-bye.